Hi everyone, Mark from Cordbreaker here. I just wanted to go over a really quick tutorial on something that a lot of people have been asking about, something really useful, and that's actually the subject of geo-blocking. Basically, you've probably noticed that certain sites, if you live outside of the United States, are blocked. You can't get access to them. And similarly, if you live in the United States, you actually won't be able to get access to other videos or audio content. And this is because of the issue of geo-blocking. So, for example, I live in Canada. If I go to Netflix, I will actually see a very different catalog of videos than you would get in the United States or in the UK or even in Japan. So, and another example is a service like Hulu or even certain YouTube videos have actually been completely blocked for people outside of the United States. Examples of this are like Saturday Night Live. Key and Peele have actually recently blocked a lot of their content, which sucks for a lot of people. So if you do want to see that stuff, this is a way to get around that. I've written this blog post about it, so how to get American Netflix and Hulu in 2 minutes. And I'm just going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to unlock it. It is using a service called UnblockUs. This is a service I've used actually for about just over 4 years now, and I've been really happy with it. Really simple, great customer service. So what you're going to want to do is go to the website cordbreaker.ca slash I got it here slash unblock us. So cordbreaker.ca slash unblock us. Type that in, it'll take you to this website right here. And the first step, all you need to do is type in your email in this section here and say start trial. This is a trial of the service. If you do end up wanting to use it in the long term, it's $4.99 a month. That's here in Canada. I think it's similar in other countries. And it's well worth it if you ask me. So once you put in your email and say start trial, you should get an email that will walk you through what you need to do next to create your profile. And then once you've created your profile, all you're going to want to do is just go back to this website. Just go to unblockus.com, and you will see the website will look like this. So you're going to have this additional console that shows up. This is an example of once it is actually totally set up. This is what it'll look like when you're successful. So it'll show your account information here, and then this is the important piece. So this will say your DNS setup is verified with a big check mark and a green button. That means you're good to go, and you're actually masking your DNS. So masking your DNS basically means that the websites that you're trying to fool think that you live in another place. So in this case, it would think that I live in the United States, and it would feed me that United States content as opposed to Canadian content. And I'll show you exactly how to do this. So once you do set up your account, Unblock Us will actually send you a link to this page. Sorry, this is the Windows 10 one. They'll send you a link to this page, and it shows you all the different devices that this will work on, which is pretty much everything. So you can set it up on, your Mac, your Windows has all the different versions of Windows here, your game console, your smart TV, or your set-top box. You can even actually set it up at your router, so it would actually make sure every device on your network would work with this, which is really helpful. It's a little bit more technical, but in this case, I'm going to do the example with Windows 10. So if you click on Windows 10, these are all of the instructions here that you're going to need. I'm going to just speed through them a little bit here. This is the important piece. So I'm going to follow what these instructions tell you what to do, and I'll post this link below the video. So you're just going to want to go to your settings. In Windows 10, it's network and internet, if you click that. And if you're using Wi-Fi, this is what it'll look like. If you're using Ethernet, it'll look like a wired connection. It'll look a bit different. So I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'll scroll down to the bottom of the Wi-Fi tab, and I'm going to go to Change Adapter Options. Okay? And for me, I'm on Wi-Fi. If I was on Ethernet, I would use this one, but I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'm going to right-click on this and say Properties. And then I'm just going to look for the entry here that says Internet Protocol version 4. Okay, Internet Protocol version 4. And then click Properties on that guy. Now, normally it would actually be selected by default on this one here, Obtain DNS Server Address Automatically. That's what you should normally be doing. Now, what you're going to want to do is actually select this second option here. Use the following DNS server addresses. And as you probably guessed, you're actually going to take these numbers. So I'm going to copy this one, and I'll paste it in the first section here, okay, the preferred DNS server. And then I'm going to grab the second one, which is the secondary. Really important to take both. And I'm going to paste it in the second, okay? And then once I'm done that, all I do is say OK. I'm going to close all this stuff. And again, once you've done it, and if you've done it correctly, go to unblockus.com again, and it should load up, and you should see this screen. It'll come up with this console at the bottom, and you should see this green button saying verified. If it says that, you're good to go. Your next step is, if you're just using Hulu, for example, it'll just work. You will have Hulu, and if it's another, for example, those other, SNL, you could go to YouTube and it should work. If you're using Netflix, it actually gives you the option to select your region, which is really helpful. In this case, you can see that USA is selected, so I could click that down arrow and it'll give me all of the different options for different regions. Japan, the UK, all types of different countries around the world. Even the Canadian Netflix actually has some unique content, so you can switch back and forth. You'd click update once you've done that, and it would kick you into that region. And just to show you what's happening on my computer, you can see if I went to Netflix here, now I'm actually on the United States Netflix. That's what I'm seeing here with extra content. And I've done this with quite a few different services: Hulu, Netflix, NHL Gamecenter. I'm a big hockey fan, so I've used it with that. And of course, YouTube videos that normally you can't watch. So that's basically it. I encourage you to give it a try and at least try the trial. If you need more information, again, I'll post this blog post down below that'll show you all the information about how to use UnblockUs to access American Netflix as well as Hulu. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.